What's up? So as you can see here, we've got some Gladiator Boiks, Gladiator deck profile. This is a extremely competitive deck in SHIBA 1.0, and I feel like this is a good version of this deck, a good way to run it. It's very sort of streamlined, very fast paced, very good. So let's jump in. We have Gladiator Beast Laquari, probably my favourite artwork of all the Glad Beasts. He is 1800 attack. All the Glad Beasts share an effect of, if they attack or are attacked, at the end of the battle phase, you can shuffle it back into the deck and special summon out any other Glad Beast that you want. And when they all are special summoned by the effect of a Glad Beast, they get additional effects. His additional effect is his original attack becomes 2100, so he can beat over pretty much any level 4. Really good stuff. He's only got 400 defense, so he is weak to Tsukiyomi. This deck in general I feel is pretty weak to Goat Control, because the Thousand Eyes restrict means that you cannot attack anything, and then you've got Tsukiyomi as well, which gets over like this big boy and other stuff. Next we have Gladiator Beast Equest. This dude is broken. You can add back any Gladiator Beast card from your grave to the hand when it's special summoned by the effect of a Glad Beast, and it's 1600 attack, which is basically a beta in Goat. Not as much in SHIBA, but still decent. You cannot add back your Gladiator's Proving Ground with this, unfortunately, because Gladiator's Proving Ground is a Gladiator card as opposed to a Gladiator Beast card. For some reason, probably for balancing reasons, that would probably be pretty broken if you could do that. Next we have Bestiary. Not as good as it was because I had to ban Gizaris, but still broken, still spell and trap removal. 1500 attack is not bad, only 800 defense, but definitely worth running. Next we have the beefy Boik. What's he called? Hoplamus? Strange name, but he's 2100 defense, which is crazy for 4-star. And if it's special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, you get to make its original defense become 2400, which is also huge. So he is usually what you go into when you're sort of done, or your opponent hasn't got any cards to pop, or you don't have anything in grave, so you just make this big defense boy if you're not worried about Aaron, because Lightsworn Aaron obviously deals with this card very well. Next we have what I think is the best card in the deck, is Gladiator Beast Manolo. Fishy. He can pop any face up monster, I believe. Yeah. When he's special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster. So he gets over SHIBA, he gets over Spirit Reaper, he deals with pretty much everything. And then we have the Monster Reborn one. He's 1700 attack Gladiator Beast Darius, so he's a pretty big beater. And also, when he's special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast monster, you get to revive any Gladiator Beast monster, but it gets shuffled back into the deck when this leaves the field, which isn't too bad, because sometimes you'll want like your Mamillo or your Bestiary back in your deck because you're wanting to deal with your opponent's stuff, and if they're in the grave, there's not a lot of ways to get them back and then put them back in the deck unless you like reborn them and then attack and then shuffle. So he is really good. I do not run any other Gladiator Beast monsters because I feel like the one that banishes from the spell or grave, Laquari? Is that this guy's name? Yeah, he's called Laquari. I can't remember his name. The lizardy boy, the crocodile, he banishes one from the grave when he's special summoned by the effect of a Gladiator Beast, but I feel like he should be sided because like, I was testing this against 2.0 heroes before, and like it was just dead constantly because the heroes don't really need anything in the graveyard except for like Miracle Fusion and Necro Shade, but that was like very rare. So I feel like these are just the best, always good Gladiator Beast monsters, and you can like side the rest. I don't run the one that when you special summon it with the effect of a Gladiator Beast and then attack, or it's attacked, you get to special summon 2, because that's quite situational. And I also don't run Test Tiger because that's also quite situational. I'm not maxing out on Gladiator Beast, so I'm not always going to have a Gladiator Beast monster for it. And I was just going for like, you'll see, this is a very, very aggressive build. For the non Gladiator Beast monsters, for the stapley stuff, we've got Tribe, obviously deals with anything. You've got Breaker the Magical Warrior, deals with any spell or trap. I don't run Lila because I didn't want to mill any of the stuff that I want in my deck. But you could run it because just having an extra breaker really is broken with 1700 attack. You've got Sangan because this can search a few things, including DD Warrior Lady and Magician of Faith. And for the last monster, we'd play Caius because it's a big beefy boy and it deals with a lot of shit. Deals with back row, deals with any monsters, deals with SHIBA, Spirit Reaper, anything that's tricky to get off the field. Onto the spells, we have these. Gladiator's Proving Ground, add any level 4 lower Gladiator Beast monster from your deck to your hand. Obviously, you have Pato, Duo, and the Charity. You do run Nobleman of Crossout because you've got the space and it's nice to not have to attack into a flip effect monster. It's better to just banish that shit. You run Double Upstart because speed, and running, well, you'll see I run less than 38 cards in this deck. You've got the Heavy Stone because the back row hurts. Same reasoning for Mystical Space Typhoon. You do run Premature Burial because you can get back any, like, even your dinky little Glad Beasts, as I was saying before, tag into a big boik. You obviously run Monster Reborn. You run Boogerman because if your opponent's got a big boy with low defense, you can summon a Glad, book it, attack into it, and then tag into whatever you need. You run Snatch Steal, obviously very, very staple. Steals games. Got this fucking beast of a card. You can keep adding this back with the quest. It negates any monster effect and destroys it. It's a counter trap. It's fucking insane. You have Torrential Tribute, Veritable Ring, the Falls, and Call of the Haunted. As I say, getting back any Glad Beast when your opponent's got an open field is dope. You've got triple Sakuretsu Hammer. I like this because, as I say, this is a very aggressive deck. So you're going to be putting a lot of faith in your monsters, and then you can back them up with stuff like this. You run the one of Trap Dust Shoot. This is at 1 in SHIBA. Thank God. This is a nutty card. Same goes for Solemn Judgment at 1. I feel like it's a staple in this kind of deck, like any kind of aggressive but also controlling deck. And then super spicy triple Jar of Greed. As I say, same reasoning as Upstart, just as much speed, as much consistency as possible to maximize power. So thanks very much for watching. Take care of yourself. Bye. Okay, so this is extremely fucking unprofessional, but here's the extra deck. Gladiator Beast Esadari, 2/5 vanilla. Make it with any 2 Glad Beast monsters by shuffling them into the deck. Can come in handy for beating over shit. And Heraclinos, you never make this, but he's a big 3k beater. You make it with Gladiator Beast Liquorian, 2 Gladiator Beast monsters, and you can negate the activation of a spell or trap card and destroy it by discarding a card during either player's turn. Ta-da!